beautiful soul. Welcome to the Quantum Business Queen podcast. This podcast is a vortex for activating wealth, riches, and boss bitches. It is here that I teach multi-dimensional business. Our content will fall under 3 different categories: 5D quantum creation, 4D frequency alchemy, and the most potent 3D strategy. Every aspect of business that contributes to the creation of success is covered here. Plus, I will be personally interviewing the most amazing boss bitches that are at the forefront of the game, paving the way for money, magic, and magnetism in business. Let's get ready to activate all of that within you. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to this week's episode of the Quantum Business Queen podcast. We are diving deep into part 2 of wealth energetics, and I'm going to teach you how to let go of some of the biggest things, the biggest weights, the biggest anchors that have been holding you back. And when you cut these things loose, this is when you start to soar. I cannot wait to hear what you think of this episode. So without further ado, here it is. And I don't want to take away, or I don't want to diminish experiences, and some are much harder to let go of because trauma is a very real thing. But I just want you guys to let this is a version of you, right? And also just know that anxiety, and we're going to talk about this, anxiety is projections into the future. Anxiety is fear of the future, to where depression is you're just too anchored and stuck into the past. So anxiety is more future projections. But here's what happens. This is you. This is you as a human. You have events that happen to you, and you give meaning to the events. This is why some people can experience things and be triumphed, because they let those events define them in a really empowering way, even though it was traumatizing, even though it was horrible, even though it was whatever, even though it was a really dense experience. They give meaning to that event, and they let it define them in an empowering way, to where someone else, based on their programmings and belief systems, can give meaning to an event and let it totally destroy their life. So you have an event. This is the event that's happened. You plug meaning into this event. This meaning that you plug into it will program you. So for example, the event goes something like, I tried to do a launch, it didn't go well. I'm making this mean that I'm a failure, that business isn't going to go my way, that blah, 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 whatever it is. And because this event made you feel something potent, you justify the need to hold on to that meaning. I call justifications hooks. They are hooks. They will hook you so deeply into a meaning because that thing has made you feel something so potent. Number 1, you have to be willing to let the justification go. Are you okay to stop justifying your distortions? Are you okay to stop defending them? Yes, we know it was real. Yes, we know it's happened, and we don't want to take away from the learnings, but unless you stop justifying why it was so meaningful and dense, you will never be able to let it go. Stop justifying your distortions. Number 1, let go of the justifications. The yeah, but it's a protection mechanism. Once you let go of the justifications, you can unhook. Once you unhook, the meaning is now malleable. But unless you let go of justifying why you need to so tightly hold on to that meaning, you'll never be able to change. You'll never be able to have that meaning become malleable for you. Does this make sense? Number 1, look at everything you've been justifying. Yeah, but this makes me mad. Yeah, but anything you say, yeah, but is a justification. Yeah, but that person did this. Yeah, but that was my past experience. Yeah, but my mom did that. Yeah, but my parents didn't love me. And then from the yeah, buts, the justifications, there goes the meanings. And if you're not willing to, number 1, let the justifications go. Number 2, you will never let the meanings go. And number 3, if that is the case, you'll be riddled in what I call slave anchors, carrying the 1,000 tons of weight with you, trying to figure out why everything feels so heavy and hard. Because you justify the hell out of your old beliefs and you're not willing to let them go. You get to unhook the justifications. You get to let your beliefs be malleable. And when you do that, you are no longer a slave to this event from your past, and immediately your future recalibrates itself. Your present day self recalibrates. Boom, 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 boom. Just like your healed This is the work. This is the work. And there's no, like, you got to go through this. You got to feel it. You got to be like, yeah, I felt this. Yeah, I'm done fucking justifying it. I'm done. Do you want to be a slave to it? Then keep justifying it. Your trauma is stored in the body. I used to be a kinesiologist. This used to be my work. 100%. If you look up Yvette Rose's work, I was a kinesiologist. I studied kinesiology. I taught it for 10 years. It is all about interpreting the trauma that is stored in the body and clearing it. Miraculous things can happen. It's 100% where all physical ailments come from. It is the way to identify blocks because your body is the organ of truth. Your body is the organ of truth. This is why I tell you to quantumly discern your truth. Your body is the organ of truth. Get Yvette Rose's book, Metaphysical Anatomy. I worked with Yvette Rose. I worked under her. I did all of her work. Her book, Metaphysical Anatomy, was my Bible. When you can use your body and help you identify what is stored in there, and you see the story that emerges and you choose for it not to be a part of your existence, immediately you will heal. I witnessed this happen time and time and time and time again as a kinesiologist, and which is me being a kinesiologist, interpreting the stories of the body, what led me to working with entrepreneurs and helped me reverse engineer entrepreneurs' journey into 7 figures. That was my start. I had people that would come to me, and I want you guys to understand the power of this work and the power of witnessing a story and deciding it's no longer true for you. I had people initially, I started because I had such severe neck pain. I saw a kinesiologist and it was like my last resort. I had to wear a neck brace because my neck, I couldn't hold the weight of my head. It was embarrassing because nothing had happened to me. It was all the stored stress and energy. And I still have issues with thyroids occasionally. But anyway, I went and saw all the therapists, chiro, osteo, acupuncture, all of them. And yes, it helped, but it wasn't until I saw a kinesiologist did all of it go almost instantly. And I was like, what just happened there? Long story short, I studied kinesiology for 5 years. I became a kinesiologist. I taught it at the college. I used to see people with severe back pain. We clear it in a session. They lived with this pain their whole lives. I had one girl, I can tell you story after story after story of witnessing the story behind the pain. The body is trying to reveal to you what the subconscious has buried. I had one girl that came. She was a 10-year-old little girl. I only let children come with their parents. Thank God the mom was there. She couldn't talk. She was so sick. Her voice was like this. She got on my table in 10 minutes. I swear to God, something came out of her throat and physically knocked me over. She sat up. Her voice was fine. She walked out. Things can be healed instantaneously if you let yourself witness them. Let yourself witness them. This is why yesterday we spoke about inviting it in. Witness it. You have put that pain there for a reason. All pain is a product of resistance to the natural self. Pain is there for a reason. This is coming from Bashar. Find out the reason you created that pain, whether it be emotional pain, whether it be physical pain. When you use that energy for what you created it for, which is an awareness, it will immediately dissipate, meaning that resistance will immediately go because you've used that energy. This is why the only way past it is through it. You put that pain there, whether it be emotional or physical, you put it there for a purpose, a positive purpose, to serve you. Whether it be anger, rage, resentment, all of that pain, whether it be a neck, whether it be whatever it is, you put it there. Your consciousness put it there to be witnessed. That's fucking cool. Yvette Rose has interpreted for you in a Bible that is Metaphysical Anatomy. Get that book. Once you use that pain for the purpose that you put it there for, it will immediately go and therefore clear the resistance. Everything you want to experience is on the other side of your resistance. Everything. In fact, yeah, so any resistance has been put there for a purpose. Just remember it. When you witness it, allow the story to come through. Because you put it there for a purpose, you put it through an awareness. Awarenesses expand our consciousness. When our consciousness is expanded, our energy is expanded. When our energy is expanded, we therefore have more choice in terms of what timelines we experience. So resistance always has a purpose. The purpose is to expand your consciousness through awareness. So that's how it shifts, through you witnessing it. So powerful. Now, here's the cool thing with manifestation. You are not, I think this perspective shift will hopefully be another expander. When you manifest, you're not drawing things into your experience. You're not magnetizing things to you. I know that's what everyone tells you. You're calibrating your lens to be able to see everything that's already here. Pretty cool, right? Ooh, do you feel that expand your body? Do you feel the tingles in that? You are not drawing experiences to you. That is implying that that experience doesn't exist right now. Doesn't it? We got to stop with that languaging. Ooh. That's what I call a false light template. When people talk about drawing experience, meaning false light template is let's disguise this as a light. Let's disguise this as empowering information, but really it's false. So I'm going to actually give you a false imprint of what you think is a truth, and it will actually limit you from being able to create it. I don't know if I explained that very well, but manifestation is not you drawing something in, because that's implying drawing in is always at an arm's length. It's always just there, just drawing it in. Doesn't imply it's here now. Manifestation doesn't work like that. Everything is here right now. We are calibrating our projections just to be able to see it. Our lenses have been filtered through our beliefs. So we're seeing this blurry, we're kind of seeing our vision, but we got to clear out belief systems. We got to clear out meanings of the past. We got to clear out projections. By the way, projections are how you navigate timelines. Projections are determined by the things I've just spoken about. Your beliefs of the past, your justifications of the past, and how we think our collective is influencing us. Of course I'm going to accept that we're in, what's it called? I don't even know it. It doesn't even exist in my world, but some people's worlds are experiencing inflation and all of that hardship stuff. I don't have that in my world. My world is so wildly abundant, but that doesn't impact me. I don't let that collective consciousness determine how I'm navigating the billions of timelines that are available per second. I don't look at pricing because my world is so wildly abundant. It's not even a factor. I just choose that your world, once you clear enough of your belief systems and clear enough of your projections and get rid of all the collective injections, all of the infiltrations, I like to call it, like, oh, well, this is this person's experience. This is what the news says. All of the infiltrations. Once you clear that away, your universe should be like a pantry. You open it and you just, I'm like, that one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have. It's all here. It's all here. We just are recalibrating our lens to be able to see the 90K months, the 30K months. It all exists right now. It's about being in the vibration to allow you to see it. And that's another paradigm flip that is required for you to start instantaneously moving through these timelines that are available with no chains of the past, no projections of the future. So we future project all the time. All the time we're future projecting. Will this client buy? Ooh, I future project this. When we start up-leveling our value, by the way, this is going to help our future projection. We project onto our clients whether we think they can afford us or not. We're projecting so much, therefore creating. But when you start shifting these projections, it's literally these projections that are navigating these timelines. Because the projections are the calibrations of how you see what already exists right now. If someone says, are you playing, if there's anything that triggers you, when I say that word victim, you will automatically be in justification mode. Know that. You will automatically try to figure out any way to hold on to that story, because victims have a program called secondary gain, meaning they think they're gaining something more by holding on to that story than releasing it. Rennie's superpower is she will see something and immediately be empowered, and it's gone. And as a consequence, her business is quantum leapt in a month. And this is just the start. So there's proof in the pudding. There's proof in all of this. But this takes the deep work. It takes I'm no longer justifying my bullshit because I'm fucking sick of it. I'm going to walk the plank, and I don't care what's under that. I don't care what's in that ocean. I'm going swimming. I'm going to learn how to swim. I'm going to jump off that plank and learn to fly and build my wings on the way down. I'm going to lean into the resistance. I'm going to let myself be calibrated. You only live to the degree that you are willing to be annihilated. You only live to the degree that you are willing to be annihilated. That's a Glennon Doyle quote. That is not mine, but it is life-changing. Annihilation means you have to let parts of yourself die. You have to let the parts of yourself that have so desperately needed to be the old version of you that have held you have to let those die, and it feels scary, but you will only live to the degree that you let yourself be annihilated. Let yourself be witnessed and then let go. Divine knowing is your most powerful tool, okay? This helps me make the scariest decisions of my life. We need the ego. We have to take the ego along for the ride. It helps us navigate this amazing reality, right? So feed it the proof it needs to anchor in the new beliefs, right? That's what the ego needs, and that's okay. Don't resist the proof. If that's what it needs. Stop resisting the ego. It's part of this amazing experience. All right. So here are some questions you can ask yourself if you want to witness. Remember, the only way past it is through it, but don't let yourself marinate in it. Come on, get in and out. You will feel the disharmony when you feel like shit. That's your way of knowing there's something to be alchemized. What are you thinking in this moment? Stop yourself. Because a lot of times you're feeling the emotion without even knowing why, without even realizing what you're thinking of. So we have to be careful about, we even need to be careful. Yeah. Okay. So what am I thinking in this moment? What belief created this thought? What from my past perpetuates this? What do I choose to do with it? So it's like we start at the surface level. Ooh, what am I feeling here? Your feeling is your guidance, right? Your guidance system. That's what Abraham always says. Okay, let's dive into this a little bit. What belief is creating this feeling? What from my past had created this belief? How am I going to unhook the justifications from the past, relinquish that belief, and move the F on? Truly, moving on. All right. What am I thinking in this moment? Because I feel uncomfortable. I feel like shit. I have a story running. There's something looping in my subconscious that I need to interrupt. What created this thought? What belief created this thought? What from my past perpetuates it? And past can be 10 minutes ago, by the way. What do I choose to do with it now? Guys, this is your process to liberation right here. Here's the other part of this. You want to hear? This is going to blow your mind. The resonance, the first 3 minutes of Beethoven Symphony Number 7, Movement 2 is the exact chords. I'm getting chills, for the exact resonance that eliminates beliefs from the past. Wild, right? I'm getting full body chills. Eliminates past beliefs, regrets, grief. The first 3 minutes, the chords are synced perfectly to the resonance to release. What the actual? Your hyper focus should be, how are you reprogramming your subconscious constantly, every day? That needs to be your number one. I am going to sleep to hypnosis. I'm listening to Beethoven Symphony Number 7, Movement 2, the first 3 minutes, guys. Everything is hidden in plain sight, right? The good and the bad, the good. Let these chords permeate you and clear it, shift it out for you. Gets to be that easy. It gets to be that easy. Whoo! Pretty wild. You choose what infiltrates your world. You choose. It doesn't matter what the collective is experiencing. 1 billion times per second. Limitless realities are available. Through how you clear your lens is what you witness right now, because your manifestation is here right now. You want for nothing. You will let yourself see everything, all the abundance that is here right now. I love this meditation, and I say this. I think I teach this in the Quantum Coach certification. I forget. But one very powerful abundance meditations that I love is to go through your reality currently through the eyes of somebody who has nothing. Through a homeless person who has no shoes, no family, no friends, no home, no shelter. You will feel how fucking abundant you are and how you truly want for nothing. I want you, as a homeless person that has nothing, to open your refrigerator, to open your pantries and be like, oh my gosh, look at all of this. Look at all of my books. Look at my phone list. Look at all the support I have. Do that meditation. Literally see that, be in the shoes of the person that has torn up clothes and walk through your existence. That is a perspective shift. Truly a perspective shift. Now, Bashar says, if you wake up in the morning and say this 3 times, I am who I am, and that is enough. I am who I am, and that is enough. Because if we keep reaching for this thing out of not being fulfilled or not enoughness, we will continue to perpetuate. He says, if you say, I am who I am, and that is enough, the synchronicities that will start popping in your reality will blow your mind to the point where you will tell the stories and they won't even seem true. I am who I am, and that is enough. In the morning and at night. I am who I am, and that is enough. If you need to convince yourself of that, walk through your reality through the shoes of someone who has nothing. Listen to Beethoven number 7, movement 2. Clear your frequency. Witness your stories. Let go of the justifications. Clean up your energy. This is the only thing you need to do. All your desires are already put there. Let them all go. We know that energy and intentions cannot be destroyed. They're tapping you on the shoulder, waiting for you to clear this muck out. That's all they want you to do is clear this out. And boom, that's when it lands. And it gets to be magic. Rennie and so many of my other clients are so many powerful, beautiful examples of this in business and otherwise. But Rennie chose to do the work. She chose to witness and frickin' release. She holds no secondary gain. Her ego is set to the side because her ascension and evolution is more important than anything. When you put that first, abundance, service, freedom, evolution, you put that ahead of everything. How do I evolve today? How do I step into deeper layers of abundance, service, and freedom? I ask myself that question every day. Let me be shown. And sometimes it's a shit-ass day, but it's because I'm being shown the resistance that I get to release because I put it there for my own good. All your pain has a purpose. All your resistance has a story. You put it there. Your conscious put it there. Just like the elites, you put in your reality, you can remove them. Even if it seems outside of your own realm and your own, it isn't. It's all your own consciousness. Your business is a reflection of your consciousness. Okay? 100%. Your business is its own consciousness, by the way. It is co-creating with you. Your business has its own consciousness. I talk about this in the academy. That's a whole other topic. Okay. But it's just your belief systems away from all of this, from new realities. You're unhooking, it's unhooking all the justifications. I don't need to be angry about this. I'm letting it go. What do I want more? To be angry or to be expanded and to be evolved and to experience abundance? This is important. Okay, you choose the realities where all of these exist or they don't. Billions of times per second. Infinite possibility is available now. You calibrate your lens to see it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much for listening today, beautiful soul. I hope you got so much gold and were activated in such a way that you could step into your highest timeline of abundance and freedom, because it is more than possible for you. If that desire has been planted in your soul, it is so deliberate. If you wouldn't mind, please rate, review, subscribe to this podcast so that we can get this message into the hearts and ears of more amazing light beings across the world. I would love to continue this conversation with you, so feel free to get in touch on Instagram at sarah.tynan.quantumcoach. If you're a Facebook person, you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Sarah Tynan International. And please don't ever forget, if your desire is there, it's because your destiny is there too. You just have to remember who you are. Bye for now, beautiful.